Greetings, brothers and sisters. This is Toure Muhammad, the host of Black Business Matters. And today on our show, we have Brand Arla Thompson. She is the founder of Classic Cobbler, and this is a wonderful conversation you don't want to miss. Not only do we talk about her business, but we talk about an initiative that she has to support small businesses during this pandemic. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Sean Michelle's Homemade Ice Cream is the only place to go when the ladies crave delicious old-fashioned homemade ice cream. Their vanilla tastes just like Grandma used to make it. With over 35 flavors, all made with the freshest ingredients, Kathy has never had banana pudding ice cream this good. It's homemade ice cream the way you remember, and Sean Michelle's doesn't upset your stomach. Enjoy in-store or take it to go. Sean Michelle's. Fall in love again.
First-time customers, buy one, get one free.
Greetings, brothers and sisters. This is Toure Muhammad of Black Business Matters, powered by Bean Soup Times. You all know, and Black Chicago Eats. You all know every single time I tell you we're going to have an amazing guest, and every single time I deliver on that promise. Today is no exception. She is someone who we know not only from her spirit and her energy, but we know her from her delicious, not just average cobblers, not just, decent cobblers, but we're talking about classic cobblers.
Wow.
She was a hit at the Taste of Black Chicago, and we are so pleased to have Brand Arla, AKA Brandy Thompson, here on the Black Business Matters show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Thanks so much for having me.
Man, it is a pleasure. We were looking forward. We skipped a year, but we were looking forward to having another Taste of Black Chicago this year. And nobody, of course, could have foreseen that summer would be canceled as it stands right now because of COVID-19. But we want to check in with a lot of our, family from the Taste of Black Chicago, some of the favorites and standouts. And you were one of them. And so we want to just give us an update. Tell us about Classic Cobbler, how you got started, how you figured out the name, and what's going on.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you. So Classic Cobbler, believe it or not, has been in business for 10 years. Yes, this makes our 10th year. So we were at a crossroads where we were really trying to evaluate where we wanted to go from here. And I'm sure from a lot of business owners that you talk to, you go through phases. So we started off, we came up with the name on our own. This is a family business. My mom and I actually started working together, and then we brought my brother in. But we were just like sitting around the table one day, and, we had been making cobblers. And so it's like, why don't we just start a business? And I had actually gone through a corporate layoff. So I'm like, I don't even want to go back there anymore. I'm just going to do my own thing. And so we started it, we came up with the name, and, it took off. We started out, we had a brick and mortar in the south suburbs for 5 years over in the Olympia Fields, and we did great. So at the end of our lease, we started thinking about, maybe we need to come to the city because we probably get more traction in the city. And so at that point, we had just got the contract with Whole Foods as well. So we were, in the process of kind of making a transition to wholesale, and then also trying to get more in the Chicagoland area and move away from the suburbs a little bit. So for the past couple of years, that's what we've been doing. We've been doing online selling. We're in Whole Foods, Hyde Park, and Roosevelt Road, which is good because Roosevelt Road is the largest Whole Foods store in Chicagoland. A lot of people don't know that. So we've been doing very well. We do a lot of events, a lot of catering, as you know, the Black Taste, and then we've been in the Taste Chicago for the past 2 years. And we were looking forward to being in the Taste this year. However, it looks like that's going to be canceled. It hasn't officially been announced, but it looks like that's the way we're going. So we've just been partnering with different businesses, collaborating with different people, and like I said, wholesale, and we also do online. So right now we are, like I said, we're still trying to rethink, because when we moved from South, we lost a lot of our customers that like to come into the store. They like to get the smell of the cobblers in the oven. One of our, brand or taglines is really handmade and homemade. So we like people to be able to call in and say, okay, I want a peach cobbler with blueberries in it tonight, and we would actually do that. You call us the day of, we'd have you a cobbler that evening. You can come pick it up on your way home from work, and it was still warm out the oven. And so we kind of lost that concept when we transitioned to online. And so that's part of the, business we'd like to get back to, because we have a lot of followers and they miss that. And we hear that when we go to events like yours and to Taste Chicago. People always say, where are you? Where are we? We want to come to your store again. So, but now, through all of this that just happened, I'm really wondering if that's the way to go. It's kind of scary having that brick and mortar. And this has been, a true example of that. So that's kind of where we are. But like I said, right now people can still order online, and we're coming out with some new cobblers too. So for the summer.
So I'm listening to you intently, but there's a portion of my mind that has stayed on peach and blueberry cobbler. That will be an order I'm placing. So tell us about the name. How did you come up with the name Classic Cobbler? Because I know what I feel and I think you kind of alluded to it with handmade, homemade, but talk a little bit about how you came up with that name.
So Classic came from the name of being traditional, and a lot of people had gotten away from the old South tradition of making your dough. They want to go buy biscuit dough or ready-made pie crust, and so we really wanted to get away from that. So that's why we chose the name Classic, because we actually make our own dough. Believe it or not, we make it, we roll it out by hand, and all of our cobblers are handmade and homemade. So we do it all.
Man, that's another tagline. We make our own dough.
Yeah, there's magic in the crust. So if you go on our website or any of our social media, you see that tagline is magic in the crust.
Mm-hmm. So when you order online, it's all delivery. You all deliver, or can you have Grubhub and some of those other folks? How does that all work?
No, we deliver ourselves. So yeah, and with cobblers, it's fruit, it's a lot of juice and things like that. So we always want to make sure it's secure when it gets to the customers. So we do our own deliveries. We want to make sure it's packed up properly.
Man, excellent, excellent. So you, along with Classic Cobbler, you have a lot of friends who have businesses as well, right? And it was so interesting to me, and it showed me something about your character, because you reached out to promote and talk about your friends who are in business and what you could do to help them. And I'm like, no, we got to talk about Classic Cobbler as well, right? So, but talk about this, the campaign that you are pushing to help some of your friends, and I'm sure some of our listeners have friends in a similar condition who have a small business who is hurting tremendously right now.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the other side of me, the social justice side, and thinking about other people and the situation. And so, we're fortunate in a way because we didn't have a brick and mortar, and we can still operate and we can still, deliver our cobblers. But there's a lot of people that are not in that situation, or if they had a brick and mortar, people aren't coming out. So, they've lost a lot of business with just delivery or, pickup orders. So, and then I have some other, like my hairdresser and one of my other friends who has a holistic and massage therapy business, and she's lost income. She wasn't able to get the PPP loan, as a lot of people weren't. And so, my heart went out to those people. So thought I'd start this campaign, the Small Business Challenge, and just challenging everyone to go out and support a small business, especially for the month of May. And I know I started, doing donations here and there, and some of us are scared to get out, which is understandable. You may not want to go physically to a location, but at least if you could, purchase something online, whether it be a product or a service, or just give a donation to someone to help us out during these times. And who's going to help us out better than our own selves? So, I want to just get the word out there. I appreciate you, reaching out to me too. And I'm going to contact as many people as I know to try to get this, moving. If it's just one purchase per month, that's okay. But at least, show your support in some way.
And how do you want people to participate? What's the hashtag and what you want them to do when they make a purchase?
Okay, so the hashtag is Small Business Challenge. And what I'd like for people to do is to either purchase the product, take a picture of it. If you order something online, it could be just a name mention, website mention, just something to let the people know about the business and, let us know that you've showed your support.
Man, awesome, man. What are some of the businesses that you've supported that you're going to support during this challenge?
Okay, so I got a whole list to go to, but so far, Journey to Wholeness, that's the holistic business I told you about. So I've attended, she's actually offering some sessions online, so meditative sessions. So I've attended 2 of those so far. Dan's Soul Food, I saw that on your page and I'm like, let me try it. And we actually talked about doing business together, so it kind of worked out good. But the food was excellent. And that was the first time I had been there. So, and then I actually purchased hair products from a young lady. Thank goodness it's natural online. So just trying to support, like I said, in any way we can. It doesn't have to be, you driving physically to go somewhere, but any way that you can support, especially in the Black community.
Man, wonderful. That's excellent. Yep. Dan, that's one of our favorites. We appreciate the quality, the longevity, and the spirit and energy of the owners. There's wonderful folks over there.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
So, man, we appreciate you. We thank you for coming on to talk about Classic Cobbler. I am going to place an order because I miss that Classic Cobbler, and it's something. Of course, I'm in the middle of Ramadan. Well, the beginning, it's probably the first week of Ramadan. Mm-hmm. So, when you don't eat and you hold on to certain things that you appreciate, and you appreciate them more once you discipline yourself and refrain from it. So if I have some cobbler sitting in the refrigerator all day, it'll make it that much more delicious and appreciative at the end of the day.
Well, we appreciate that.
And so again, run through the different flavors you have.
So we have peach, apple. Those are like our top, fruits. But that's one thing we like to do is have customers. They can custom make their cobblers. So if they want triple berry, blueberry, blackberry, strawberry. Well, strawberry is one that we try to do during the spring. That's more popular during the springtime. But like I said, we can do mixed berry as well. But apple and peach are the top 2.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna challenge. I'm gonna put some work on y'all. And my children call me the concoction guy.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, mix it up. And we've done pineapple.
They're coming up with another concoction. Right. They got another concoction over here. What you got in here, Dad?
So I'll give you a hint. One of the ones that we're working on now is a caramel pecan apple cobbler.
Come on. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. We'll get it. Yeah. I'm gonna enjoy talking to you about some varieties.
Okay. All right.
So, man, we appreciate you. We thank you. To be in business for 10 plus years is a feat among itself. It's a difficult road. It's a hard road, but you are in the spirit of many small Black-owned businesses that are so needed right now. And this pandemic actually highlights it even more. So, we wish you continued success. We look forward. We encourage people to go to Whole Foods, right, and pick up some there, and look for that Classic Cobbler name, and you got the brandy special.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and more news to come about Classic Cobbler down the road.
Have you all been to Mama Dan's Soul Food and Cafe on 79th and Maplewood? They are home of the $6 holler on Mondays and Tuesdays. And on Wednesdays and Thursdays, they have turkey and dressing. On Fridays and Saturdays, they have fish and jumbo shrimp. And Sundays, they have beef short ribs. We had a chance to sit down with Mama Dan recently and hear some of her secrets for success. Mama Dan, it's a pleasure to be here with you. It's so exciting to be with someone who has made great food for 28 years. What has been the key to success for you?
Treat people right, cook food people right, and talk to people right. That's the main thing of being.
My name is Cheryl May, and I love Dan's Soul Food. It's food like we cook at home. The dressing is like what we cook at home. The turkey is like what we cook. Black-eyed peas is like what you cook at home. And the collard greens, cabbage. I had the fish. I had that was what I had left. I done ate. And I got chicken wings to take home. I got peach cobbler to take home. The peach cobbler is off the chain. And then the sweet potato pie is off the chain. It's very good. It's like sweet potatoes I cook at home. Make some good sweet potato pie. So if y'all want some good food, y'all come here.
So for some of that down-home cooking with a touch of love, come by Dan's Soul Food Cafe, where every day is Thanksgiving.
It's not a party until a Sean Michelle's cobbler is served. Our peach, apple, and blueberry cobblers are homemade with only the freshest, most delicious ingredients. The cobblers are grandmother approved, and with just one taste, you'll be doing your own happy dance. But wait, there's more. Pair it with our homemade ice cream for the perfect a la mode. Call Sean Michelle's to order yours today. Sean Michelle's Homemade Cobblers. Fall in love again.
The Black Business Matters Show is produced by Bean Soup Times.